Hey guys, how's it going? Dylan here. Sorry I haven't done a video in a while. Been a bit busy, lots of family stuff, and some other stuff which I might touch on eventually, which I'm pretty excited about. But anyway, I've decided to get right back into it with a Blu-ray haul for the months of June and July. Gotten quite a few titles, so let's do it. So first off, I have Drive, which is obviously starring Ryan Gosling, directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, however you say it. I'm a big fan of his work. I'd seen The Neon Demon and Only God Forgives, and I've been actually searching for this one for a while, but JB's never really had it in stock. Went in a few weeks ago, and to my surprise, they actually had a copy there. So I grabbed it straight away, something for like $9 or something along the lines of, so I finally got to see it. Fantastic movie, really loved it. You can really tell the progression of Refn's kind of visual style, going from Drive to Only God Forgives to The Neon Demon. There's a lot of refinement and also getting more ambitious and out there. So definitely one to pick up if you're a fan of his work, if you're a fan of kind of a lot of visual storytelling and fantastic visuals though. Definitely this one is a good one to grab. Next up we have Catch Me If You Can, which is obviously a Steven Spielberg film with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. Fantastic film. I really enjoy watching this every time. I've seen it many times. My wife hadn't actually ever seen it, so I picked this one up for her so that we could watch it together for a date night, which we rarely get, but we did, and she really enjoyed it, so I'm happy about that. Really good kind of semi-true story about a con artist, so definitely want to check out if you haven't seen it already. It's pretty well known though, so you probably have seen it, but a good one to add to the collection. Next we have one of my favourite, well, probably my favourite film of this year, which is Logan. Really enjoyed it. I was really tossing up between this and the Steelbook edition, which is like cartoony visuals. I wasn't much of a fan of the comic book visuals though. I preferred this really awesome cover with the orange hue. So I picked this one up and really love that one. Definitely one to pick up to add to your collection if you're a fan of X-Men or superhero movies in general. I'd even recommend this if you're not into superhero movies, because it is actually a really well made film. Really quite violent, so just be warned about that, but it was absolutely fantastic. Next we have one of the cult classics that I really enjoyed from, I think, 2013 it was. It's a really weird film though, which is Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson, and it's a really odd film by Jonathan Glazer, and strange visuals, almost Kubrick-esque a lot of the time, and some really out there kind of drug-like visuals, but it is a really cool story and like minimal dialogue, and it's about Scarlett Johansson's character, which is like an alien being who's come to Earth, and I'm not going to spoil anything more because it's quite interesting film. Next we have Arrival in this awesome slipcover, which I love, which is exclusive to JB's in Australia, and then you have the standard cover inside. Arrival I really loved. I'm a big fan of Denis Villeneuve, the director, and he really put out all the stops, and it was a very enjoyable film. Really glad I could add this to my collection. And I kind of went on a bit of a Villeneuve binge of trying to complete my collection, so I grabbed Prisoners, which is was his second film I believe, and well, yeah, second film. And it's Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, Viola Davis, etc. Like a ton of really good actors and actresses. Really good film, shot by Roger Deakins, cinematographer, so it looks fantastic. I haven't actually gotten the chance to watch the Blu-ray copy yet, but hopefully soon. Really enjoyed this film. I've seen it maybe twice, but definitely want to pick up if you're a fan of kind of thrillers, psychological thrillers that is, and psychological drama. So next we have one which I haven't actually gotten around to watching yet, but I was gifted for my birthday from my parents-in-law, which is Hacksaw Ridge. It's the limited edition steelbook, so this looks absolutely fantastic. When I saw it, I said I had to have it. Just the artwork on it, it's great, and I'm really looking forward to it. I was going to watch it last night, but I got sidetracked, so possibly tonight I might watch it, but depends how things goes. Definitely a good one to add. Next we have Zodiac, which is one of my all-time favourite David Fincher films. It's got a really cool cover. It's like a letter, and I rewatched this recently when I grabbed it. Still just as good as I remember it. It's a really creepy film. Actually, along similar lines to Prisoners. Really, it's the same kind of thematic elements. So I really enjoyed that, and I've been wanting to add this to my collection for quite some time, but I never really got around to it. But it happened to be on sale, so I picked it up. No Country for Old Men, which is a fantastic Coen Brothers film. Javier Bardem, Tommy Lee Jones and Josh Brolin. Really cool film. Really enjoyed it. Pretty popular, so you probably know about it. But I'm glad to actually add it to my collection, because there's some films where they're really popular, you don't ever think about them when you're actually looking for a movie. But this one happened to be there, and realised and picked up for about $9. And last but not least, we have Gone Girl, which is another Fincher film, obviously. And well, I'm a big fan of Fincher, and really loved this film. My wife was actually reading the book at the time that I watched it, so that tied in kind of nicely. I didn't read the book myself. I'm not much of a reader, don't have a lot of time, but I really enjoyed this film. The twist in the middle, really good. Not going to say anything more. Go see it if you like kind of more psychological stuff, or Fincher's work in general. Fantastic. Alright, so that wraps up this Blu-ray haul, and hopefully I'm going to get some more videos out for you in the coming weeks. I've got some time off coming up in a week, so I should be able to get quite a few things done. I'm hoping to go see Dunkirk at the advanced screening, so I'll try and get a review of that up, and maybe a review of some other things soon. I did see Wonder Woman recently, so I might do a review of that. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the video and enjoyed the stuff I picked up, and let me know in the comments like what you picked up this month. See ya.